Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this week's Talk of the Town. This week, we have a special treat for you. We are in Brunswick County, North Carolina, and we are interviewing the owners of Summertide Adventure Tours, which are right here, Carrie and Rip Van Winkle. And we are standing in the very spot where they launch their kayaks when they have kayak trips. So I'm going to turn it over to Carrie and Rip so they can tell us a little bit about their company.
First of all, Karen, thanks for having us on your edition of Talk of the Town. We're flattered to be a part of it. But we started our company in 2011. Started out kind of just with another company that just rented kayaks, and they needed somebody to take people out, people that didn't know where to go, when to go, or how to go. So I offered my assistance, and we have expanded from there. Going on, now we're in 14 years of running guided kayak tours, and now we do boat cruises and fishing charters.
Well, tell us a little bit about your kayak tours. I think you have, 3 or 4 different tours?
Yeah. So this location that we're at, this is a popular one here. We're at the location for my Tubbs Inlet tours. So I have everybody meet us at Put-in to wherever we're launching from that day. And everywhere we go and when we go is all based on the tide. So location and timing is very tide dependent. So we'll put in, we'll do, for this trip, it's about a 2.5 to 3 hour loop. And we meander our way through the tidal creeks and marshes and get up close and personal with our critters and wildlife that are living in the marshes. But beautiful scenery. We see lots of cool birds and marine life while we're on our tours. And we do stop and get out in the summertime. We have good places to stop and go for a swim or just hang out on the sandbar. We take lots of family photos for people and things like that.
Oh, wow, that sounds like so much fun. So do you have tandem kayak tours? In other words, can 2 people sit in a kayak at one time?
Yes, I have tandem kayaks and I have single kayaks. So the tandem kayaks are good for families with small children or even just couples that want to go together. So yes, tandem kayaks are an option.
Okay. And speaking of children, what is the age group?
I'll take the 3 and 4 year olds is about the youngest. As long as the child is so small, sometimes they don't want to wear the life jacket. That's the big thing. I need them to wear the life jacket, but I do my very best to keep the little ones entertained so that they sit still, and I try to keep them engaged with everything that's going on around us. But yeah, 3-4 years old is about the youngest. And what I tell most parents is, you know your child. I don't. Are they gonna
Try to jump out?
Right. We don't need them jumping out.
Yeah, it sounds like so much fun. So how many tours did you do this year? That's
a good question. Tours this year, well, we operate every day in the summertime. Except maybe Sundays. We try to take Sundays off. But I'll do 1 to 2 trips every day, except for Sundays. So whatever that adds up to, I don't know. We really don't keep track of how many. And
as long as the weather's good.
As long as the weather's good. So that's going to be our only thing that might hinder us from being able to get out on the water is thunder, lightning, or high winds. If it's raining, we don't mind a little rain, especially in the summertime. We call that liquid sunshine. So a little rain's a treat every now and again.
Yeah, when it's really hot outside.
Yep.
Okay. Well, so those are your kayak tours, and you have 4 different kayak tours.
Yeah. So we do our Tubbs Inlet tour. I also do a Bird Island tour. That's a real popular one. That one's a little bit longer. It's a 4-hour tour. Also, we paddle the backwaters that take you from the mainland of Sunset Beach to the backside of Bird Island. We do a couple of different stops on that trip. We walk through the little estuary because we're out there during low tide, so the estuary is really shallow, and it's real easy to get up close and personal with our blue crabs and hermit crabs and baby shrimps and minnows and things like that. And educate people on all that marine life that's living in our creeks. And then we'll do another stop over to the backside of Bird Island where we can maybe look for sand dollars and see what kind of life might be living in the jetties. But also people like to pack a lunch and go for a swim when we're there.
That was going to be my next question.
Yep.
Are people allowed to bring a lunch?
Oh yeah. I encourage that, actually.
That sounds great.
Yep.
That sounds great.
Yep.
Okay, so tell me, what's your favorite thing about your job that you do?
My favorite thing about what I do is the people that I meet. I love being on the water any way, shape, or form. I just love to be on the water, being out there up close and personal with nature. But I love bringing people along with me so that I can share the experience with them. And the feedback that I get from most everybody that comes with me is it's a rise. So
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
I can imagine. I mean, just to be outside every day and be in this beautiful place. So, Rip, tell us about the boat tours.
Sure. So we have a couple of boat options. We have a 32-foot center console, and then we have a 24-foot bay boat. Bay boat, of course, we just use for inshore fishing and then nearshore fishing when the weather's good. And we mostly try to do offshore fishing, which will run just from off the beach up to 75 miles off the coast.
Okay.
Different times of year, we target different species. We like to live bait fish more than we do anything else. So that's slow trolling, and that's even when we're in Gulf Stream. We're like right this time of year, we'll go for wahoo and mahi and tuna and things like that. During the summertime, and then in the fall, it's more near shore, which is more king mackerel and cobia and small tunas that we have here too. Other than that, we do lots of cruises. So we do sunset cruises about every night on either one of the boats. We take up to 6 people and we just go for a ride, and then we'll last about 2.5 hours. We hit up a lot of the local restaurants and
wow. Sounds like
and
so much
just
fun.
watch the sunset over the waterway, and then come back when it gets a little dark.
So you actually go somewhere, stop somewhere and have a drink or
Yeah,
have
if that's
something
what-
to eat if that's what they want to do?
Yeah, if that's what they
Oh,
want to
wow. That sounds great. And how many nights in the week do you do that?
do. We do that 6 nights a week.
6 nights a week.
As long as the weather's fine. And
Okay.
that's not nearly as dependent on weather as the kayaks are. I mean, as long as we're not having an electrical storm, we'll still go.
Okay.
And it's up to the people if it's raining, whether they want to go or not.
Ha-
So, but we go six nights a week. We do that trip. And we leave out of Sharky's on Ocean Isle Beach. We keep our boats there.
You do?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's a great place to
Oh,
eat,
yeah.
too. That's a
Yeah.
fun place.
So you're leaving from one restaurant and usually going to another restaurant. So it's a little bit of hopping around.
Yeah.
And people seem to enjoy
Yeah,
that. And
just
then-
having fun.
And they Bluetooth into the stereo. They can listen to whatever they want to bring or whatever they want to listen to. And then lots of times people bring like picnic dinners and bring their own drinks and things. It's a good time.
Well, I have a question for you. How far out do you have to go to get into international waters?
3 miles.
3 miles?
3 miles international water.
Okay.
Yep.
And you do that in the summertime mostly? Is that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So are you pretty much through with your fishing tours for this year with
Not
the weather
necessarily.
changing?
Yeah, as long as the weather's going to be good, we can still run offshore. Offshore is when it's going to be best right now, all year round. So what I mean offshore is when we're hitting up the Gulf Stream, we're running 65 to 70 miles offshore, and we're targeting wahoo. That's the main fish that we'd be going for this time of year,
Okay.
which that season just started a couple weeks ago.
Sounds good. That's a really good tasting fish.
It is. Yep.
So, question for you. What is your favorite thing about your job?
My favorite thing about my job is just educating people and taking kids. We love taking kids. I mean, take kids and they catch their first fish, or they catch, they're watching YouTube and they're trying to see what we're going to be doing. And then, you put them on a fish and you bring them in the boat and their just eyes light up and they're literally hooked. You know that this is something that they're probably going to end up doing, over and over again throughout their lives. That's the most special when you get a kid that's asking a lot of questions and they're enthusiastic about it, and then you're teaching them while you're out there what the boat's doing and the reason why we have a presentation that we have and the reason why we do what we do. It's mostly my favorite is for the kids for sure.
Yeah, I can see that. And they probably want to bring the fish home, don't
yeah.
they? And not necessarily eat them, but play with them, like they're friends or something. So, well, that is great. And it is really, really beautiful out here. And we just wanted to showcase Summertide and introduce the owners to you. I know these people personally, and they are awesome people.
Thank you.
And it's just a great, wholesome, fun thing to do with your family. So if you come to Sunset Beach or Ocean Isle Beach, please give Rip and Carrie a call. We're going to put their information up with the videos, their contact information, and probably a link to their website. And as you know, I'm Karen Knight with Shoreline Realty and Premier Management Group of the Carolinas. I'm a realtor of many years, and the reason that we do this Talk of the Town is so you can see places like this where we are right now. And we're going to attach quite a few photos to the video so you can see what I'm looking at, which is the Intercoastal Waterway right now. And just so you see what a beautiful place we have here where we live in the Carolinas, Brunswick County and Horry County. And thank you so much for following us. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.